the Capricorn season, and we also have the winter solstice is tomorrow as well, signifying new beginnings. Okay, and so tonight in tonight's episode of Astrology After Dark, I'm going to go over what it is that you should be focusing on for the next 4 weeks of Capricorn season, based on your natal chart. Okay. So, if you are new to me, to the channel, to any of my content in social media land, my name is kkatrice, and I am the Natal Chart Navigator. I am a divorce recovery strategist and also the founder of the Natal Healing Method. And I help divorced women. I help divorced women emotionally balance and reinvent themselves based on their astrological natal chart using my natal healing method. Okay. All right. And so Mercury is Mercury. Mercury retrograde is Mercury retrograding because I can't get into my Luna account so that I can do each house and show you each house with it being in the sign of Capricorn. And I was going to change the topic tonight, but then I decided, you know what? And I'm going to go ahead and get the information out there and, you know, hopefully next month for Aquarius season, it will be doing this at right. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into it. Now, if you would like to work with me, I have all my information in the description box below on how you can work with me and also grab the your free copy of the framework. Okay, the 3-step framework. It is the first 3 steps of the natal healing method. You definitely want to get that. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. The sun shifts into Capricorn tomorrow around about 10 p.m. And well, I think 10:30 p.m. But Capricorn season, this energy is the energy of the CEO. Is one of my absolute favorite energies. Um, and it is because it is so structured and so disciplined, right? Me being a Virgo Sun and Venus, I like order, I like efficiencies, I like things in place, and I'm a big attention to detail person. So and so is Capricorn is as well, pretty focused, and so that energy just it really melds together. So I love that energy. Okay, so when the sun shifts, wherever sign the sun is in, wherever house it's in, it's illuminating that house for the next 4 weeks. Okay, and so if you are a Capricorn rising, meaning that you have Capricorn in the first house. Okay, first house is the house of self. Okay, it's yourself. It's your outward personality, and it's your outward energy. It's the energy that people first attract, feel, encounter when they first meet you. Okay. So for you, you're going to be focused on matters of the self. Okay. You may decide that you want to do something new to your hair. You might decide that you want to start losing weight. You may decide, you know what, I'm too skinny. I want to gain weight. Because yes, that is a real thing. Okay. There are lots, I know plenty of really small people who have tried to gain weight. They wanted to gain weight because they felt they were too small. So that is a real thing. You may just be doing something to where you are focused on you, okay, and getting yourself together. Maybe you need to be more disciplined, and so you're going to focus on discipline, right? You may be focusing on you, going all the way, working on a project or something, and really seeing it through to fruition. Um, Especially with Mercury retrograde it's in the first house, the house of you. You're going to be really taking an assessment of yourself and what it is that you actually want. Okay. Now, if you have this Capricorn in your second house, okay, this spotlight is going to be on your money and your money, your material possessions and values. Okay. And so you're going to be focused on up leveling your money, focused on if you have debt, you may be focused on, coming up with a plan to get out of debt, savings plans, investing. You might decide that you want to start investing at this time. Get down, or you may decide that you want to start investing. You may be, getting a new job that so that you can make more money. You could start a side hustle, anything that has to do with your money. And with Mercury here, you're gonna really be it's going to really be shining a spotlight on you. You're really going to be rethinking, how you do your money. How do you want to earn money, or going into the new year? Were there investments or things that you did in this year that you've decided you're not going to do in the next year? Okay, so you're going to be really focused on your money. Okay, now if you have Capricorn in the third house, okay, then this has you as you're going to be focused on your communications, okay? Your communication, learning, your what are you doing? Communication, and learning language. You may decide you want to learn a new language because it is about communication. But the things in the communication, this is also the house of like your local travel and things like that. So you may be traveling at this time. It is, the holiday season, and so a lot of people are traveling at this time. Be careful if you are, especially if you're traveling to places where it's, it's snowing or some kind of, you know winter, uh not winter, well, yeah, winter, we are in winter, but some type of storm or anything like that. You want to be careful, so be careful. But yeah, you might be traveling at this time. You might also, you're going to be rethinking the ideas of the third house. Okay. Now, if this is in your fourth house, okay, then you are going to be looking at this when it comes to your family, to your home, to your roots, your real estate. Okay, real estate is fourth house as well. You may be deciding that you want to purchase or sell a home. You may start weighing the pros and cons about that. You may decide that you want to relocate. You want to move from where you live to, somewhere away. You can also be really taking a look at your family and seeing, if there are, stop it, Aurora, get down. No. Um, you may also, the fourth house is the house of deep emotions. It is a healing house, okay? And so you may be focused on, there may be some family things that come up. For some reason around the holidays, I guess because family be together a lot, secrets and stuff be coming out, like on soul food when they're around the table. And And so not saying that that's going to happen with you, but there may be some things regarding your family that come up around this time, and you are, reevaluating that, or dealing with that type of thing. Okay. Now, if you have this on the fifth house, then you're going to be focused on your creativity, on your, you might be open for love. You might be your children. Okay, this is the house of children. Okay, of the experiences, your romantic experiences. And so, if you are looking for love, that may be a focus for you. You may find a Christmas boo, um, or New Year's boo. Okay. But if you are also, if you are a business owner, this would be a really good time for you to take a look at what it is you offer within your business. Okay. See if there's some new things that you can actually offer that may serve your audience even better. You can also, there may be some things that you take away from your offers because they're not as aligned with you and your messaging as they were in the past. You've shifted, and so now it's time to shift your offers. And so you may be focused on something like that, or you may have a hobby that you may decide you want to monetize. Okay. All right. If this Capricorn is in your sixth house, you're going to be focused on your daily life responsibilities, getting things in order there. This is also the house of illness. Okay. And so you may be, especially if you are sick or if you have some type of a sickness, you're going to be focused on maybe focus on trying to heal yourself. Okay. Um, this is also the house of pets, and so you could get a pet. You might receive a pet for as a Christmas gift, or you may give somebody a pet as a Christmas gift. Okay. If you have Capricorn in the seventh house, then your focus is going to be on your partnerships, okay? Whether that's your business partnership, your marriage partnership, or serious relationship. You may be focused on those relationships and what it is that you want in a relationship. You may be wanting to take a serious relationship to the next level and get married. You may get engaged for Christmas. That would be awesome if that's what you desire. Um, and so the focus for seventh house is going to be partnerships. Now, also you may, if you're in a business, you may, decide that you and a business partner are no longer, compatible, and so you may sever that relationship. Okay. Um, if Capricorn is on your eighth house is the house of transformation. It's also the house of shared resources, debt, emotional and spiritual liberation. And so for you, you may be focused on, you know, taking a look at your finances, especially if you are, like if it's a business, looking at the business revenue and seeing, is there any ways you can trim that for the next year? Is there some things that you need to, you know, add to the budget, to the yearly budget for next year? If you're in a relationship or marriage, you may use this time to go over your finances as a couple and see, get everything tidied up, winding down, start getting receipts together, especially if you're a business owner, getting everything together. To see where you are financially. Okay. You may be working on yourself as well. If you've been dealing with some things. This is the second healing house in the chart. And so if you have some like emotional things that you are working through, this is a good house for you to step into that. Um, in the method, when you're looking at the natal placements, the eighth house is one of the houses that can really help you to heal because it's such a deep house. Okay. And so with Capricorn energy is not an emotional energy. It does feel deeply, but it's not an energy that is overly emotional. Okay. But if there's some things that you have been through, that some deep hurts, this would be a good time for you to focus on healing those. Okay. If Capricorn falls in your ninth house, ninth house is the house of expansion, spiritual freedom, higher learning, wisdom, your life path, and your life path discovery. You may be shifting your perspective about something at this time, changing your thoughts, your beliefs about something. You also may have decided that you're going to go to school. You may decide to go back to college or to, go to college. Or you may be getting, ready to start going back to college in January. Um, what else about the ninth house? This is the house where you can find your life path, where you can find what it is that you are supposed to be doing. And so you can focus on this. Could be a focus for you, especially with it being the end of the year. you could be, wondering, okay, what is it that I want to do within the next year? How do I want the next year to look for me? What is it that what do I feel is my calling, right? All right. And so for the 10th house, if you have this in your 10th house, 10th house is the house of career, your legacy, your public image. Okay. And it's what you build for the future. Okay. Where your midheaven is located. And so for you, you're not probably, you're looking at your career. You're looking to see, you know, do I want to continue this? Um, you may even be, saying like you want to try to go after a better position, a position that will of power. Okay, you might decide that you want to go for a management role. Okay, and you want to go and try out for a management role, and so you are, maybe putting your resume together and you know shifting your how you interact. You know, if you are trying to get a management position. Or you may just be deciding that you want to take your career in a whole nother different level. You also may be deciding that you want to start a business. If you want to start a business, this would be a good time to not start the business, but to start really doing the research on the industry and the background and think, what it is that you need to do for that business to be successful. Okay. Now, if it's the 11th house is the house of groups. It's also humanitarian pursuits. It's our vision, friends, and networking. It's a good fortune house. It's the house of wishes coming true. Okay. And so for you may be focusing on your friends group, maybe spending more time with your friends. If you haven't been able to spend time with them, you may be focusing on cutting some friends off because you guys just no longer align energetically. You could be doing networking. Believe it or not, this is a really good time to network. People's guards are let down some, and they are a lot more uh, friendly around this time and festive. And so this is a really good time to network and to set some things up for the upcoming year. Okay. And then 12th house is the house of spirituality, of faith, of trust, the subconscious and unconscious mind. And it's also the house of surrender. It's also the house of like the hidden, okay, hidden things, hidden places. Okay. And so for you, this is the other healing house. There's three healing houses: the fourth house, the eighth house, and the 12th house. Okay. And this is the third healing house. Okay. And so there may be some healing going on. You may take this time to just go inward, to just slow down, to just not move a muscle, not do anything, and just slow down and really go inward and get some clarity. Reflect on this year, but also get some clarity on the next year, on um, what you're focused on. Where do you want to go? How do you want to move? Um, this is the house of faith and trust. You could be working on your faith at this time. You could be learning to not lean so much on your own understanding, but to allow a higher power, whatever you believe in, allow it to step in and move things and do things for you to bring into you what it is that you want. So you may be working, that may be something that you are working on as well. Okay. Um, and so um, for the next 4 weeks, and having Mercury here is only going to strengthen your focus for the next 4 weeks. Because when Mercury is in retrograde, this gives us a chance to redo or to rethink some things. Okay. And so, you know, where within that Capricorn house, what is it that you need to that you're given the being given the opportunity to rethink about, to do over, right? Um, Example for me, I have Capricorn in the sixth house. Sixth house is the house of daily work and work routines and pets and all of that thing is also the house of illness. Okay, and so I don't talk about it much, but if you go look back um, on this channel, like my older videos, um, before I converted it over to Understanding You University, I talk about lupus because I was diagnosed with lupus. And then they changed my diagnosis to scleroderma. So I've been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. And so for me, not only am I really focused on setting up my daily routine, focused on really getting my content out, um, and and having it aligned with my messaging, but I'm also focused on my health. Focusing on like I need to always drink more water. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a water person, but I need to become a water person. So that's what I'm doing. I'm really, and that's going to be a major thing for me because I really don't eat super bad. I'm not like, I don't eat a lot of super whole greasy foods and stuff like that. I mostly like to cook. I like a lot of herbal teas and stuff like that. But the not drinking water is really a problem. And so that's my main focus. As far as because I know the more water that I drink, it helps your body because we're made of 70% water. And so the more I drink water, the more it will help me out. Um, and as I get that down pat, there's other things that I want to incorporate as well to help me with my health. Also, looking at how I structure my day to make sure that I have, the right amount of time blocked, scheduled off for my clients as well as for, my family, and so those are some of the things that I'm working on that I'm focused on, be focused on for this next 4 weeks while the sun is in Capricorn. Okay. Um, Tomorrow, if tomorrow's episode of Astrology After Dark, I'm going to specifically talk about Mercury retrograde. Okay. There's two houses that you're going to be focused on. Tonight we talked about the Capricorn house because it's starting retrograde in Capricorn. But Mercury is going to move back into Sagittarius, going to retrograde back into Sagittarius. So we're going to talk about what things you need to think about, redo um, based on your Sagittarius house. Those are some things that you're going to be do because this is all going to everything like kind of because it's a wheel, everything one thing builds on the next, 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 right? And so tomorrow we're going to talk about Sagittarius house because you're being given the opportunity to redo something within your Sagittarius house, which is going to when Mercury stations direct. Um, you're really going to see where you have the opportunity to really make changes that is really going to catapult you in 2023 on your healing journey. Okay. So you definitely don't want to miss tomorrow. And if you do miss it live, don't forget to check out the replay. Okay. All right. So I hope you found value in tonight's episode of Astrology After Dark. Let me know, where do you have Capricorn in your natal chart? Okay. What is it that you're going to be focused on for the next 4 weeks of Capricorn season? Okay. Now, again, if you would like to work with me, all of my contact information is in the description box below. And let me see here. I didn't even do it. Normally I do, but I'm going to do it now just so that those of you who are watching the replay will be able to see it. So let me do that. Okay. And so I have that up on the screen. Um, let me see here. Uh, it didn't. Oh crap! Oh my gosh! It didn't do it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I guess it was just really slow. Okay, there it is. Oh, that's the difference. I was wondering what the difference was. Okay, I like that. Learn something new every day. All right, so remember, possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, then you can definitely hold it in your hand. And that should make you smile because you really do create your own reality. Have a good one.